This video is for Vicky's friend with a lot of love and respect. I know that oftentimes you're scared, and I will give you my story. When you want to do surgery and you want it because of health issues, morbidities like I was 255 pounds. I wasn't exactly that overweight. I was 100 pounds, so I kind of barely was sort of like touch and go if my doctor was going to approve it or not. But I did have diabetes. I was type 2 diabetes for about 15 years. It ran in my family. Both my parents, I lost them to diabetes-related things. They were on dialysis also. My youngest brother, who was 42, he had diabetes. He had lost his eyesight. He had lost a leg. He had infections that he could not control. And plus I had sleep apnea. And as you well know, when you have sleep apnea, you tend to stop breathing many times during the night, and slowly after a period of time, those kinds of things from your body deteriorate your heart, your liver, just different things, and your organs start to deteriorate, your kidneys. So there's many things to think about when you're going to have any kind of weight loss surgery, and that could be the VSG, the lap band, the gastric bypass, which was what I needed because being a diabetic, that would probably be one of the best things to do to maybe not have it. In most cases, my doctor says that 95% of the people who have gastric bypass will have the diabetes gone within a couple of days of your surgery. People who have lap band have lost the diabetes once they lose more weight. But something that happens, my doctor says, they think after the stomach, the duodenum, I don't know if I pronounced it correctly, but because of the bypass, something that happens within that process, the diabetes is resolved. So yes, I would have you think about that. Only you know what's right for you. I can tell you that after talking with my doctor and injecting myself 4 times a day, my doctor said more than likely by next year you will be on dialysis. To me, it was a sentence of death because I knew what was going to happen. I took care of my parents. Dialysis is something very extreme. They put you on a machine that cleans out, filters out your blood for about 3 to 4 hours, 3 times a week. So you have to commit yourself to be hooked up to a machine, and you have a shunt in your body, either under your arms, your neck, or your legs, or your sides. And you basically sit there, and a machine will clean out your body, your blood, for 3 to 4 hours a day, 3 times a week. And I was looking at maybe not being able to work, because when you have that, it's very draining. And I remember my mom would come home and she would be exhausted and she would have to sleep. So it was a 6-hour process for her, 3 hours on the machine, and then sleeping for another 2 to 3 hours, and then recuperating for the rest of the day, and having a few days that were good during the week, and then having to go again. So I did not want to be a slave to that. And then traveling, you have to plan ahead of time. If you were going to have dialysis in another state or another city, you had to have appointments set up, and you had to go because it was life-threatening if you didn't. So that was one of the things that I was looking forward to. And if I could show you some of my pictures of myself, I really look like an old woman, a very old, tired old woman whose health was getting the best of her. My CPAP machine, I had to wear it every night and sleep with it on my face to be able to help it make me breathe at night. My blood pressure was high. My cholesterol was getting high. And it was getting harder and harder to manage those things. I had no energy. My knees and my ankles were always swollen. I had a handicap sign that I used so that I could park close to the stores so that I can get out and go to the stores, and I would use one of the rolly carts that they had, the electric ones where I would go and shop, and I would go around in the store and do my shopping that way. It was getting really tough. Now, the way that my health has changed is that I don't use the CPAP anymore. I don't use the cholesterol medication or the blood pressure medication. I don't have to inject myself 4 times a day like I used to. I have a lot of energy. When I'm in my classroom, I could sit with my kindergartners or play games outside with them, jump rope with them, cross my legs, be able to keep up with walking with my friends. I have the energy to go out and do more things and meet people. Those are the kind of things that I didn't want to do. I would sort of walk away from, invitations when my family would go to Disneyland or Knott's Berry Farm or do things like that. I would shy away from those things because it took a lot of energy, and I was not one to go out there and put myself in a situation to where I was going to have to do all this energy spending, if you will. But I want you to consider all those things. Consider feeling like that, and possible surgeries on your knees and your hips, because that's where I was going. My hips no longer hurt. My knees don't hurt. They don't swell. My ankles haven't swollen. I can walk, and when I come home, I feel pretty energetic. I don't even need to sit down and rest. So all those things are gone. Now you have to choose for yourself. I know this. I could only tell you what has been a fact for me, a factor that made me decide to have the surgery. And I have not one day regretted having that surgery. So this is my story, and God willing, you will make the right choice for yourself. Yes, I was very scared to have the surgery. The night before, I battled with it myself, and I thought, do I really want to go under the knife? Do I really want to do this life-altering surgery? It was scary, and I was scared. But like Amelia says on her homepage, weight loss surgery is not for wussies. Amelia's massage goddess, and looking at her page and looking at her videos encouraged me to do that for myself, to take a chance and do it. I didn't take it lightly, but I decided to have the surgery, and not once, like I said before, have I regretted it. I would do it every week if I had to feel the way I do, to have the energy and the effervescence to live life and to enjoy it every morning. When I wake up in the morning, it's a new day. As a matter of fact, at sunset every evening, I feel bad because it's I have to wait till the morning to have that sunshine again and to go out there. So I think that you should consider having that surgery, and talk to other people and communicate with them and see what you think. So good luck to you, and I hope you do consider. Bye.